Rise and shine, Cancers. What's up? Good morning, good afternoon. How are you? You know we gotta do the adjusting. What's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you're brand new, appreciate that. Sorry about that. If you're brand new, you're a newbie. What can I say? Brand new. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this divine family. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to them, those are my subscribers and my members. Love you, appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. All right, so I hope you guys are doing well. What's today? Friday? It's Freaky Friday. Woo, boy. Yeah. All right, so hope you're doing well. Wherever you are in the world, may your day be fantastic. All right, so let's get into your energy here. I did a little shuffling before, but I'm going to do some on camera so you can see what's up. And we're going to get into it, all right? So, you know me, I do the two decker, right? Two decks that represent your duality. That's the balance of your yin and your yang, your masculine and your feminine, okay? So, let's pull your cards and see what you got going on. First card out. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Look at that. Building something, growing, right? Possible marriage. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Okay, so you're kind of in this wonderment phase right now. Okay, you're a little, I would say, emotionally confused, okay? So this tells me that you're not so stable here, even though the 4 of Wands is representing stability, but you're here with that 7 of Cups. So things aren't quite so stable for you. Okay, see what that's about. All right. Interesting. Well, for some of y'all, you could have suitors, multiple suitors. You could have options, right? We're gonna find out. Let's get into story mode now and do this. 8 of Wands. All right. So there's either a message coming into you or you're putting a message out quickly. Okay, so you want to respond fast. You want to say something. All right. What is this? I mean, the message is concerning this. The 4 of Wands. Okay. So some of y'all could be getting a message from one of your options if you have options. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's that. Let's see. Let's get into it a little bit more here. Hey, that's too much. Good morning in the comments. What's going on, Elaine? How are you? Appreciate you being up in here. Thank you. Appreciate you liking and subbing up. Welcome to the family. It's amazing. All right. Here's the next card. 9 of Wands. Well, whatever this message is going to be for you coming in, or, yeah, I think you're going to get a message. But somehow I keep hearing, no, I got to say this. I got to say this. So I think for some of y'all are going to be messaging somebody to say that you've overcome some things here. Okay, you've overcome some barriers, blockages, burdens that now you are a little more stable, right? A little more grounded, ready to build. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, you guys are amazing. My day is great, Kimberly. How was yours? Bright and early. Got the coffee going. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. 9 of Wands. Oh boy, yeah. Somebody is ready. Somebody is ready to go. I am doing Cancer reading right now for the zodiac sign of Cancers. All right, so this is the Knight of Cups. Woo! Okay, so somebody is Okay, this is you. This is straight you. You're ready. Okay? You're ready to talk about something here with somebody. And what you want to talk about is look at those roses. Okay, so I think now somebody's ready to commit. Okay, because we do have the Four of Wands here. But the discussion is going to be about how ooh, coffee hiccup. The discussion here is going to be about you overcoming problems, barriers, burdens, blockages. And now that you're ready to go, Knight of Cups, you're ready to take this action. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, have a great day. Appreciate you. Thank you, Elaine. Have a great day. In SF, there's no voodoo here, buddy. You're mistakenly guided to the wrong mentality. Never have been any voodoo, never has been any magic. So just sit back and relax and enjoy. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh boy. I want to get a clarity card on that Ace of Wands in reverse, though. Let me just see here. Seven of Swords. Okay. Here's the deal. You think you're ready, but you're not. Yeah. Yeah, you think you're ready, but you're not. Okay. Kind of lying to yourself here. Because you're emotionally confused. You know, you have some kind of emotional upset here. I don't know if it was from something of the past, but it's like you're trying to be ready, but you're not quite ready. And this is where it is because you still don't know how you feel. Even though you want to take action and move towards some kind of, opportunity here, I think definitely romantically, this is something that you need to talk about. So maybe you weren't ready, but you are. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you are, but you aren't. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Seven of Cups is very fitting for all that. So let's keep jiving here. Okay, Nine of Wands. Yeah, see. So, Page of Wands. Page of Wands to me is kind of like, step by step, taking baby steps. Taking baby steps. Maybe you're a little immature in the past. You're playing some kind of victim during your struggles of, these barriers that you've been holding up. Maybe it was even your own defensiveness, your own guardedness. Let's see. Yeah, you've been sat down. You've been sat down. Maybe you took too long. Yeah, maybe you kind of took too long here. I think that you're realizing this. I think you're realizing that you were only lying to yourself when you said that you weren't ready, but now you are. But now you have to wait. You have to wait. Page of Wands. Oh. All right. And because you have to wait, you're trapped in your own skull, right? Yeah. Self-imposed mental prison. So now you're overthinking some things here. What are you overthinking? You're overthinking this Ace of Wands. You missed an opportunity. Because with the Seven of Swords here, you were lying to yourself, saying that you were ready for some kind of, building commitment. So because you were emotionally not ready, you came off as, fun and flirty, but not serious. Okay. And now that this opportunity has gone past you, you're now serious, but now you have to wait around, and this waiting around to maybe even hear back or something that's keeping you trapped in your head. All right, that's just too many. Yeah, see, Eight of Swords again. Double confirmation. You're trapped in your head. This is a mirror. See the mirror reflecting? So you're reflecting on your own thoughts about how, honestly, how you were lying to yourself. Because now I think that you really know what you want. Pretty heavy this morning, I know. Sorry. It's just what it is. That's what it is, yo. Okay, this is weird. Wow, this is crazy. Look at the Lovers. Yeah, see? I think you missed a divine connection here. And this is what you're overthinking, because you were the mirror to somebody else. See? The Eight of Swords with that Lovers card. So the mirror is you reflecting on a soul level, a soul commitment that has passed by you. Because you were too kind of, I'm going to say, wishy-washy over here. Yeah, a little wishy-washy. You had too many things going on here with the Nine of Wands. That's why you came in as the Knight of Cups. Fun, flirty, but not totally committed, because, in other decks you'll see that Knight of Cups, you'll have a cup, but it's empty. So you weren't really giving all that you have to give emotionally. All right, let's go. Wow, that's actually a crazy read. Temperance. Yeah, Temperance. This was definitely a divine union. Temperance and the Lovers card. Yeah, this is what you know now. You know now that whatever was this opportunity, it was a divine union. And because you weren't emotionally ready, now it passed you by. And now you see that with the reflection of the Eight of Swords, and you're just trapped in your brain. Wow. Spread them out. Give a little roll up here. All right, let's pull your next card. See what's going on with this. Yeah, see, 90 Cups. Just, dude, I am straight up the shit. I just talked about this card. Didn't I? I did. Just 2 seconds ago. Well, maybe 5.6 seconds ago. Who knows? But see, like, seriously, now you're ready. See, oh my God. You weren't ready, you're ready. You weren't ready, now you're ready. What's it going to be? We're going to find out. Knight of Cups right there with the Temperance and the Lovers card. Heavy stuff. Look at that, Justice. Okay, you're trying to pull justice in. You're trying to gain justice. You want justice. You want balance. See the balance? Another reflection. See, this was you upside down and wasn't sure. Now you're sure. This is bringing a balance. This is also clarity for this. Okay, this could be a Libra too, because justice is represented by the zodiac sign of Libra, the beautiful Libras that we are. Yeah, okay. So we're going to keep going. Victory. See, yeah, victory. You want victory here. You want to be recognized as a soul twin. Because now you see it. See in the reflection. The reflection. It's all about the reflection. And the reflection is inward. This is you in your internal guts. Reflection. See, this is you looking at yourself and how you were before this, when this offer was here. You were trapped. You didn't know what to think. See, this is you thinking, what? This is how you got stuck. Now this is kind of reversed. So this was you, but now this is you wanting to bring in justice, wanting to bring in balance. This definitely could be possibly wanting a victory with a Libra. Okay, so let's keep going. You know, I used to think that, well, I don't know, maybe I was just not aware, but the birds, when I was younger and everything, I would like really only remember hearing them in the morning. But now, being the big boy that I am, all grown up, I hear the birds all day long. Am I missing something here? I don't know. But I definitely enjoy it. All right. 2 cards. Lucky you. Judgment and the Chariot. Woo! Okay. This is major. Okay. You have a lot of majors out here. So the Judgment and the Chariot. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to have to pull another card because this could go either way. So I need to get this clarity here before I speak about it. Yeah. Yas. Oh man, this is like heavy. Seriously heavy. Oh, I think you might have a wish fulfillment here. I think this might be coming true. Yes, indeed. Okay, so this might work. This might be good for you. This might be finally you pulled your head out of your butt. And now you're ready for this opportunity. But see, the Chariot is the divine Uber, okay? It's pulling you up to the curb. This is God's limousine, okay? Pulling you up. So maybe it's like you had to miss this opportunity to learn yourself a little better and to see through some things here. Have a little better discernment on what you actually wanted or want. Because we pray for things all the time. And sometimes when they come into our existence, into our energy, guess what? We're like, ding, fries are done. We're not paying attention. And bam, there it goes. So I think now you've seen that, you learned that, you felt that, and now you're going to be ready to get it again. Whoa, let's go. Yes. I had my deck turned wrong. Okay, 2 of Swords. So now, the decision is on you, okay? The decision is on you. You have your guides here telling you what to do, how to go, all that good stuff. But you got the blindfold on. So this is saying, stop using your brain, okay? Stop using your logic for this moment because your logic got you trapped in your own head. This is saying, cut out your logic, your sight, because that's how we see, we interpret, and we be logical. You have to use your emotions. Okay? Yeah, so you were thinking logically. You had too much going on, and the opportunity blew by. Now you had a better chance to, sit back a little bit, think about how maybe you were a little immature, trapped in your head, overthinking some things, wasn't sure if this was really a soul tie, soul commitment. But like I said, you got sat down to see this, and then you realize that you missed something fantastic, and now you're kind of bringing it back in because you had this awareness. So it's like a redo. Whoa, redoing it, huh? Okay. Well, redo this. Pow! High Priestess. Woo! See, exactly like I said, You have the answers within inside of you. So stop using your brain because that's the only thing that's getting you confused when you need to use your heart. So trust your intuition here and go with what you know. Go with what you feel. The high priestess knows a lot. She don't really share much of it, but she knows a lot. And where does it come from? From the inside. Yeah. Wow. What does that say? Oh, that says the wheel. Is it? Wait. Yeah, the wheel. So you are going to catch a lucky break. If you play this right and use your intuition. Because now you know better. So now this is a perfect example, clarity of the redo. This is a do-over. The second chance. Oh boy, we just went right in deep. All right, let's keep going. Okay, page of the Queen of Pentacles. So so this go around, this second chance, this another try for you is for you to stop focusing so much on what? The material, the wealth, your job, something was distracting you, something you were focused on other than this opportunity here. Okay, so you're going to unfocus yourself on what you were doing that you were previously focused on that made you miss this opportunity. Boom! Let's keep going. Birdies. Love the birdies. Okay. There it is, Nine of Pentacles. So this is one step away from becoming the Empress, as you may know. Okay. So I think that you're growing here. I think you're trying to match somebody's energy, honestly. Maybe it's saying live life a little more. Okay. In the world. Like go outside, do something, get involved. Stop being so focused on money and your stability because you're pretty much all set. I mean, with the Nine of Pentacles, you already got enough to make it enough. So why keep focusing on something that you already have when something that you want, you're not focusing on? Yeah. Two of Cups. In reverse. So even though, you did miss an opportunity here and you did reflect on it to see that you did miss it, now once that cycle comes around and changes, because we're in the full moon right now, Capricorn, word. I'll pause this. By the way, how have you felt during this full moon? I'm telling you, man, I've obviously experienced a lot of full moons as you have, but this one, what? This one annihilates any other full moon. Like the energy is so strong, and it's all about, cleaning out your closet, we'll say, and really stepping up and seeing kind of your purpose, and really that drive and that Capricorn, I'm telling you, especially if you have Capricorn in your chart, let me tell you, it's very, very, very strong. Okay, so Two of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. You need to focus this moment on yourself. Okay, not your job, not your money, not all that stuff. You already have that on lock. You're already stable enough. Okay, I mean, we all could be a little more stable financially, but it is what it is. But right now, you need to focus on yourself and not a relationship, because I want to say you were trying to focus on a relationship in the past for this opportunity, but you weren't quite together. You had a lot of mixed emotions. So it tells me that you weren't quite ready. You weren't set to go. So now you had to clear this out a little bit. See the things that were stopping you, and what was really stopping you was your focus on your stability, on the money. Oh my God. So kick that back. Focus on yourself here, not a relationship. Because sometimes what you want and you focus, we all talk about manifestations. Sometimes you can over focus without being ready for it, and bam, then you're gonna wreck it. You're gonna miss it, okay? Because you're not prepared. I mean, God knows when you're ready, and if you think you're ready and you're trying to manifest it, sometimes we do it too hard, and that's how we get to overthink things. We're not sure if we're ready and all this stuff, and boom, we miss it. Okay, so you're going to adjust that. You're going to focus on what you really want, what you really need about yourself. Yeah, stop focusing on the money. God. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. What are you doing over here? So I think that you're going to stop doing that. You're not going to, okay, so you got it enough on your own. So you're not going to really feel that you need to find somebody to support you. Who said that? Who said that? This is what I'm seeing in the cards. You were focused on that material gain with another person. So sure, you might got it going on, but when you team up with somebody else and you join forces, well, now you got it going on even more. So you've seen that. You see, maybe that's what drove you out of this opportunity. Because you're too focused on what you could get from other people and not what you could give to other people. Isn't that a lesson? You were focused on what you could get from other people and not focused on what you could give to other people. That's big. So are we crushing our own ego here? Could be. Kind of really looks like it with this Eight of Swords reflecting, right? Overthinking a lot of things. Bingo. B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O. Another air sign. Justice, Queen of Swords, has to be Libra. Yep. This time, this go around, there's not going to be any kind of conflict here. Okay, because you learned the lesson. You have learned the lesson. That you have everything that you need, but just adding with somebody would just be an added bonus. Not that be your drive. Not be your focus. Not what others can give to you, but what you can give to others. So you're learning this quickly. So once you see this, then that cycle changes automatically. So now we have you going through 2 cycles. You might have already completed the first one of losing this opportunity. Now you're on the rebound for the correction and coming into the new cycle of seeing things in a whole different perspective. Kind of not being so selfish. Sorry, I hate to tell you that, but that's just what it is. Because now your focus is somewhere else. Wow. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so no more taking. No more taking. Good for you. No more taking. You're just going to start giving now. And that eliminates any kind of competition, any kind of drama, any kind of arguments, any strife. No more anxiety neither. Wow. 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, indeed. Ooh, okay, Empress Nine of Cups. What? Another Libra. I gotta say it out loud because that's how I do it. All right, so no more worries, no more taking, right? No more lying, no more thieving. This is a big, huge cycle for you. You're learning a very major life lesson here. Yeah, you are. All right, let's keep going. Nope. You can do your happy dance now. Okay? You're going to be excited. You're going to be happy because that's what that energy is showing me in the card, right? So now I think you're ready to speak. I think you're ready to have a conversation with somebody. Let's see. Yeah, see? You're ready to build that family, that legacy, that generational wealth here. You're going to speak about this to somebody. Because you're in love. Okay. You've nurtured yourself a little bit here. You're in love. You're the type of person that wears your heart on your sleeve, but you weren't showing your hand. So you lost that opportunity. And now you come back around and you're really pulling through here to really center yourself, to ground yourself, to really get into the idea of giving instead of taking. It's a silly tug of war, but you know, it's the ego that usually makes us take more than we give because the heart gives, the ego takes. You know what I'm saying? So I think really you put this in check pretty well. Yeah. So I like it for you. Let's pull a couple more cards here. And then we'll close out your story, but don't go anywhere yet because I got to do the verdict. So hang tight. End of the heartbreak. Boom. You might be favored here. You might be favored to just bring yourself out of heartache. Yes. No more heartache. You're done. So you learned that lesson, valuable lesson, hard lesson learned, and you know you're unbreaking your own heart by doing this. Yep. Four of Pentacles put you back on your saddle. Okay, you're going to be a little more stable here with the emotions. The fours are about that stability. Same with the Pentacles, the stability. So you definitely have clarity on breaking your own heart here. Congratulations, that was fantastic. Okay, so let's get into the verdict here. Let's see how we're going to close this out. And yeah, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. There it is, the Hermit. Very wise move indeed, Grasshopper. Grasshopper, you have went in. You have found your path, the inner strength. You turned on the light. You see now where you're going to be going. That's good. That is good. And no more stress and anxiety because now you know what you want. Now you know where you're going to go. And now you know how you're going to get it. Hot damn. That has been your reading, my friend. I hope you enjoyed that. It was very much like a roller coaster. It was up and down. But I love the meaning behind it all, of the self-learning, the lessons learned, the understanding of the give and take. Because we just can't always be taken. You got to give. Okay? So you see that now, and you're ready to give. So with that being said, you're a newbie, subscribe. Become part of this divine tribe. You know what I'm saying? Become part of the family. Binge my playlist. Tell that lady at the subway when she's making your sandwich, subscribe to my channel. Hook her up. Bring them on over. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Appreciate you all being out here. Thanks again. Enjoy your weekend. Don't beat your pets. Wear your seatbelt. and have yourself a great weekend. Be blessed, be brave, be bold, be well. And I'll see you on the next one.